I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Floyd Mayweather was once regarded as unbeatable, one of boxing's all-time greats. With a pristine 50-0 record, colossal career earnings, and years of ring supremacy, he cultivated an aura of sheer invincibility. Yet today, that meticulously built legacy is showing cracks. Mounting scrutiny over tax troubles, complaints from fighters who claim they weren't paid, questionable cryptocurrency endorsements, and a much-publicized $42 million Manhattan real estate purchase that may never have gone through have all eroded his business credibility. Rather than looking like boxing's indomitable champion, Mayweather now appears to be fighting to safeguard the empire he created. His forthcoming bout with Mike Tyson seems less like a marquee spectacle and more like a last-ditch effort to lock in one more enormous paycheck before the limelight begins to dim. Earlier this year, he generated significant buzz by unveiling what he termed the crowning business accomplishment of his career, a $42 million investment in New York City real estate, claiming he had purchased 62 apartment buildings, some of which were rent-stabilized, all while casting himself as a savvy property tycoon.
Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my building.
However, the narrative quickly encountered skepticism. Official property records reportedly indicate that no title transfer was ever formally recorded. Business Insider noted that none of the apartment complexes Mayweather asserted he had acquired appear to be registered under his ownership. Furthermore, the NYC Housing Partnership, a non-profit tied to the properties, confirmed that it had received no notification regarding any impending sale or transfer involving those buildings.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Even stranger turn when members of Mayweather's inner circle struggled to produce convincing evidence. After reporters requested paperwork to substantiate the purchase, representatives from his real estate firm presented an individual they identified as James McNair, described as a long-standing business partner of Mayweather. However, onlookers quickly observed that the man's voice bore no resemblance to recordings of the actual James McNair, intensifying doubts about the transaction's legitimacy and stoking further speculation.
But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted to fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday. because he got to settle the score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
The entire episode left the impression that optics may have outweighed authenticity. Many began questioning whether the real estate deal was ever genuine or merely a calculated publicity maneuver designed to reinforce Mayweather's standing as one of the globe's richest athletes. Regardless of the facts, the controversy has inflicted damage on a reputation that had always been anchored in financial prowess. For a growing number of fans, the sleek, untouchable facade is beginning to lose its luster.
Not coming back to fight. Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million?
This is hardly the first instance of Mayweather's financial dealings drawing public attention. Many still vividly recall the Internal Revenue Service imbroglio. In 2017, on the eve of his blockbuster showdown with Conor McGregor, reports emerged that Mayweather had sought an extension to settle his federal tax liabilities. The very same fighter who habitually flashed enormous wads of cash across social media was suddenly confronting inquiries about his own fiscal responsibilities, a jarring disconnect between his curated public image and the realities of his financial situation.
How do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read, like
that's BS.
Something
that is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
That.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao.
The tax controversy proved to be no isolated episode. Over the years, Mayweather has reportedly been subject to multiple tax liens, contributing to a pattern that detractors characterize as excessive spending, dubious financial judgment, and an ongoing imperative to generate fresh revenue streams. These concerns have intensified speculation surrounding his matchup with Mike Tyson, with many questioning whether he is driven by a genuine passion for boxing or simply the lure of another substantial payday. Additional controversy surfaced following his 2021 exhibition bout against Logan Paul. Although the event was framed primarily as light entertainment, the most explosive headlines emerged afterward, when Paul publicly alleged that he had not received the full sum he was owed.
No, he didn't pay me
at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
In the months that followed, Logan Paul continued to voice those accusations across various interviews and podcast platforms. He even suggested that legal recourse might be on the table if the matter remained unresolved. During one particularly pointed interview, Paul directly called out Mayweather, declaring, "He owes me money. Pay me, Floyd." The comment quickly ricocheted through social media, igniting further debate over the financial dispute.
Honestly, like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out, and but like,
no?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So.
Can we get a photo? Sorry, girl.
So it was fun though?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
So much.
Sure, of course. Yeah. I gotta go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh yeah.
These allegations raised an unsettling question for many observers. Floyd Mayweather, who proudly dubs himself Money Mayweather and regularly boasts of 9-figure purses, now stood accused of shortchanging someone who had stepped into the ring with him for one of the sport's premier exhibition events. Whether the disagreement stemmed from contractual ambiguities or other factors, the public narrative formed a stark contrast with the meticulously maintained image Mayweather had spent decades constructing.
Never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop your breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The artist happened. Just like, mark my words.
When payment disputes become public knowledge and even high-profile influencers openly call into question your business ethics, the discourse inevitably shifts beyond athletic accolades. Rather than concentrating on an unblemished win-loss record or championship laurels, observers begin to zero in on financial scandals and unresolved queries. For an athlete whose personal brand has been so intricately linked to prosperity and achievement, such ongoing disputes can profoundly reshape how his legacy is perceived.
In the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody choose what they should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself before anybody else believed in me.
The controversy extends well beyond boxing rings and commercial deals. Mayweather has also drawn criticism for his association with various cryptocurrency initiatives, among them Centra and Ethereum Maximum. His name was leveraged to champion ventures that subsequently became entangled in lawsuits and accusations of misleading investors. These incidents have added yet another dimension of controversy to his public persona, with detractors contending that celebrity endorsements entice followers to pour money into projects that eventually confront severe legal and financial headwinds.
What's going on?
The matter eventually captured the attention of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which imposed penalties on Mayweather for neglecting to disclose that he had received compensation to promote specific initial coin offerings, ICOs. According to the SEC's findings, he lent his name to these crypto endeavors without properly notifying the public that the endorsements were sponsored. The case raised fresh questions about transparency and compounded the criticism of his business dealings, adding yet another contentious chapter to his reputation outside the boxing domain.
Endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like,
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say and what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And
for someone who has long positioned himself as a financial authority and among the shrewdest businessmen in sports, Mayweather continues to find himself entangled in money-related scandals. From tax disputes and payment grievances to real estate uncertainties and cryptocurrency investigations, each episode has added to the mounting oversight. This backdrop renders his rumored 2026 confrontation with Mike Tyson all the more compelling, as many fans are left wondering what genuinely motivates his return to the ring.
Tyson, if there were some prearrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. They're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names.
At first glance, A matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson appears to be a monumental spectacle, bringing together two of boxing's most iconic figures. But beyond the thrill and nostalgia, certain critics contend that the affair is propelled more by commerce than competitive spirit. Tyson is now nearing 60, while Mayweather is close to 50, and neither has participated in elite-level competition for some time. Nevertheless, the financial upside is immense, encompassing broadcasting fees, sponsorship deals, merchandise sales, and a host of other commercial avenues. Consequently, many believe the bout is less about validating greatness inside the ropes and more about cashing in on one more massive payday while ensuring the Mayweather brand remains as lucrative as ever.
Why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one, he came with the sign. His name was on the contract signed already. And he was talking really bad and nasty to me. So I was like, God damn. I thought we were friendly, he talked great. He's all right.
That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, though, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we want to get him, man. What are you talking about? Start talking crazy. Like, kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I thought it was an exhibition. He's talking crazy.
So he's like, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.